Hello, everybody. Welcome out here to the Women's Auxiliary Hearing Aids for Homeless People event out here at the Ramada Inn, conference room number 1. That little gem right there is Opioid Opal. I just watched her crush up 2 Demerols, snort them, and then chase it with the Walk Me Down the Road, Sweet Jesus, look me dead in the eye and say, I ain't got no panties on. She's bouncing off the wall. She said, ain't no neuropathy stopping me. We'll have to drag her out of here by her ankles in about 30 minutes. Watch me. There's more fibromyalgia and migraine medications in this building right now than there is in any Eckerd's or Walgreens in the country. Everybody's rocking out to Sammy and the Swollen Prostates. They're bringing back that old school funk. But honestly, the only thing funky is Teresa's pantsuit there. It's like she went into the Bloomingdale's and said, I want to get a mixture of a Barry Gibb and a Hillary Clinton, please. She said, I might be a BG, but I ain't going to keep it PG. And there's Patsy and Tina. They've been taking body shots with the bartender. Tina looks like she's got her damn Cocker Spaniel on her head. And Opal has peaked. I told her, I said, I ain't a depot and you ain't my train wreck, so get out of my way. I'm telling you, that heifer right there won't remember her name in T-minus 30 seconds. You watch. And old Teresa here, she said, I'm starting to regret wearing this pantsuit because I'm getting swamp ass like a samba gun. The humidity up under here is just horrible. So y'all come find your inner Hillary by joining Women's Auxiliary. Y'all come on out to see us.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever all through the night. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name. You know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever all through the night. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody got the fever. That is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing. Fever started long ago. You gave me fever. In the morning, fever.
Hello, everybody. And that was our one and only I've a Problem. How are yous all? Hope yous are all keeping well. Hello, Jan Rocks. How are you, my love? Let's go back and say hello to everybody coming in. It's been a while, but I'm here. Hey, Patty, Amy O'Behave, and the lovely Pristine. Delaney, yes, Delaney. I went and looked, and you were indeed blocked. Yes, you were. I don't know what happened there. Honestly, and there's Amber. Hello, lovely Amber. And Billy Sunday. Hope you're still drinking your tea. And the lovely Jill. Hope you're not driving. And to our lovely Julie's Crampton, our very new moderator. Let's all welcome Julie into the madness. Hello, Christine J. And the Cat Lee fan and Batman. Hello, hello. JD, how are you? JD, the weather's awful. It's really, really bad. And at the minute, it's just clammy. I don't know what it's for doing. And London girl, how are you? Goody Two Shoes. Hello, hello. Sherry, hello. And the lovely Be Good. And who else have we got? Quite a few people, actually. Hope I haven't. Val Loney, hello. That's another lovely neighbour of mine. Freeside, how are you? Zero Jules, hello. And who else? Maggie May, I've said that. Hello, Mary. How are you? Hope you're doing all right, Mary. John Rocks, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing all right, girl. October Shook, hello, Sardi. Hello, hello. And Sandy, hello, my love. And I think that's it. I think I've got everybody. Jude, hello. How are you? Hope everybody's doing well. It's actually been a while, and I'm kind of out of the loop with all that's going on. But I think the crama has kind of quietened down, hasn't it? You were what? You were out in a speedboat. Where were you out in a speedboat, JD? A speedboat? Hold on till I see this. Oh, 20th wedding anniversary. Oh, how lovely. Hope you treated him and hope he treated you. Just checking Mama Bear. Before I came on, I put my hand into a paint box because, of course, I'm painting at the moment, and I cut the tip of my finger. And Jesus, I thought I was going to bleed. Well, I'm not going to exaggerate here, but I thought it was bad. There was a lot of blood, but Seamus wrapped it up for me. I think a bit too tight. I have to say, hey, Andrea's mum. Not Andrea's mum, it's Andrea mum. And the lovely cat, hello, hello. And I think he's wrapped it a bit tight, but anyway, I might have to take it off, but my God, did it bleed. It sure doesn't feel like it says be good. Well, I must have missed, well, I have missed a lot. I'm going to be honest. I've been watching other things on the tubes. I have. I've got addicted to other things, and I've kind of been out of the crama. With the crama the way it is, I'm just not kind of interested. Hey, a ghost, how are you? And no, that's not the ghost. A ghost goes way back many years from the Watts Island days, right? I know them well, and they've been here for a long time, in case anybody thinks it's that other troll account. Mary, I think I do too. There's a lot I just step back from. But I've been trying to get filled in. Amber filled me in a wee bit. Hopefully CJ will be here very soon. We are indeed. We are. You're the friendly one. I had blocked ghost in my blocked words, and I didn't know that it would block anybody called a ghost, meaning the good ghost. So you messaged me like, what did I do? Why am I blocked? Well, I had to change that. Hey, Jan, what are you saying? YouTube is a lot to handle when you're rusty. That's true. That's true. But I wanted to come on and just have a chat. There's nothing really that riveting, but I just wanted to come on and have a chat with you all. I'm going to drop the StreamYard link for the lovely CJ. Or if anybody else wants to come up, they're more than welcome. But I have missed you all. I have. And it's always good to come back and catch up with you. Thank you, Sarday. Thank you very much for the PayPal. I appreciate that. I will treat myself, don't you worry. I will, indeed. I'll put that by. Of course I will. Every little helps, you know what they say. Hold on to fix this. I'm a bit rusty, so bear with me. Hello, Money Mike. Money Mike, I actually don't know because I don't watch the guy. No drunks, no drinking. I'm not drunk and I'm not high in anything. Funny enough, I was going through my blocked list and oh my God, some of the names that I've blocked are the drunk call lists and oh, I think I've got a guest. Who is it? I think it could be the lovely Jan. Hello, Noodle. Jan,
Hiya.
how are you? Long time no
Okay,
hear.
It's been a while. It's been a
yeah,
good while. Quite a few months, actually.
it has actually.
But I'm only going to wait a couple of months, few minutes for you all because he's getting ready to go to bed, bless him. So, and I've got things to do.
Oh, all
But
right,
what I
all
was
right.
saying was, when you make his hash of my wording down there, I was updating my channel. And I
Were
was in
you?
categories, and I pressed the X, and I took all my mods out.
Right, right.
Oops. My bad. But I've reinstated you all. All my top mods are back where they belong.
Oh, we're going back a long time, John. We go back a long time as well.
Can you hear me?
I can. Of course I can hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
I can hear you now, Presley's.
Hey, Savannah.
Yeah.
How's you?
I took all you out by mistake, so sorry about that. But you're back where you belong now.
I'm going to agree, Cat Lee, I don't watch it. I don't watch any of... Hi, Tevi. I don't watch any of the Sebastian, Seth Rogers. No, I don't watch any of that. It has turned into another Summerwell, sadly. I will say that it has. I know people are interested in all that. They want to watch it. I was in Watts Island, so were you, Jan. We couldn't be pulled away. We were all into it. I wouldn't do that again. Hi, Pristine. You're back again, girl.
I don't like the way, after all that we went through, all the fighting we did, to stay loyal to the family and everything else, that it's still going 5 years later and nobody can let it rest. And it's such a shame. They should be allowed to rest.
I think with Watts, I think it's definitely, oh my God, compared to what, 6 years ago, it has.
Yeah, it must be.
Quietly down. Yeah. Compared to what it was for many years, it was like, it was mad. It was mad. And we were all invested in it. That's how we all met. Let's be honest. That's how we all met. Hold on, Dan's getting her. But it's all going a bit mad. Hey, Dawn Kay, how are you? There's Dawn. Can you hear me, Jan? Are you there, Jan? I cannot hear you. Can you hear me, Jan? Can everybody else hear me? What the? Dan's looking a bit dazed there. I think the more it goes on with the Rogers, the more I see it going into Walt's case. The more it goes on, it's more like the Watts case. And it's all got a bit crazy. And I don't really know what is what, and I just don't follow it at all. I don't.
I must admit, I don't know it either. I've not heard of it.
Well, back in February, there was a wee boy went missing.
Right.
He was 15 and I think he had autism. Hey, Navigator. Hey, Mustang's Dale. Well, get the teeth in. Mustang Sally. And no one knows what's happened. Now, his parents aren't under suspicion as far as I'm aware. It's just a tragic... Something's obviously happened to the wee boy. And... But, Jan, it's all kicked off on the internet, as it always does, and it's went mad.
Hi, Donnie. Well, I've been away, as a few that have been in touch, like yourselves, that have kept in touch with me, and thank you very much. You've come in to check on me periodically.
I did indeed. I was
Thank you very
getting
much. When things happen that are bad, I take myself away. And when things happened, I took myself away. So, but things are a lot better. But that side of it, I don't want to set myself off again. It's been nearly 2 years, but I still do it nearly every day. So I'm not going to do it no more. Because it's depressing when you come on with a red face and bulging eyes. It's not a good look.
No, it's not.
My channel's going in a different direction. As I've stated to my friends and the family, there won't be any negativity at all. I won't allow it. I won't allow any name calling. All that's happened in the past is in the past.
And
it's forgotten about by me. Anyway, it's forgotten about. I don't like what's going on, mind you, but I have had no interactions in it in any way. All the allegations and the falsehoods that are out there, let me just say they're completely wrong. So there you have it. And for those that know what I'm talking about, you have it completely wrong. I'm very sorry, but you do. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. So when my channel is up and running, I would appreciate no sly digs, no animosity, because I haven't shown you any, and I'm not going to show you any. So I would appreciate that I'm allowed to do my channel in peace. Thank you.
And I think people will, I mean, I
wish you all well.
Yes.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Yes, absolutely. You know, I think people can move on. I think we can all coexist. We have to coexist on here, right? You know, there's people that you may dislike and you can ignore. That's okay. That's good. You don't have to speak on them, and they don't speak on you, and it works. We kind of all coexist, and that works for me.
Yeah. But I will give a quick heads up, because you won't be seeing much of my face. You're going, thank God for that. Because all this is changing.
Oh.
The whole flat is changing.
Very good,
People keep saying we're moving, but we're not. We're doing it from top to floor. The whole flat. Everything's being renewed.
Well, good on you, John. Good on you.
Yeah. So we thought it's time for a change. The legs are good. Thank you for asking as well. Yes, for those that have asked, my health is pretty good. Touch wood. I've got a few appointments coming up, so I'll be going to them. Now the chiropodist won't be coming to me, I'll be going to her, which gets me out for another dinner date.
It does.
I'm looking forward to it.
But as I say, I don't really know what's been going on.
I don't.
I haven't. I call into Noodles before I go to sleep. If she's live, I think Noodle goes live about 3 times a week, and then I normally fall asleep. That's about it, really. There hasn't really been many going live.
Well, I've actually
been very quiet on the tubes. Well, apart from normal fighting, but
I've actually been binge watching Real Housewives.
Oh right, yeah, yeah.
Well, you know what a reality show I'm fanatic. I've not only found Amazon, I've been Prime Amazon for years, but I've discovered Hayu, and I've been binge watching Hayu a lot, and I mean a lot. I am going through them housewives of Orange County, New York, Atlanta, England. I've watched England one twice. The Cheshire one, I think, is fantastic. You ought to watch it. It's brilliant. Of course, Beverly Hills, I've watched twice. And I'm going through everything, as well as Discovery channels with me nature programs and things like that. So I have still been on YouTube, but not in the Karma group as much. I have heard tidbits, but I've not been around to witness anything, so I don't know anything that's going on. Sorry.
Well, I have
I'm
to
a
say,
bit dunce there.
I'm not going to lie. I did watch a live last week, and yeah, it was hilarious watching Cole getting booted, kicked out of the chat. I laughed. I'm not going to lie. I laughed. Savannah laughed. The old ego must have been bruised just a little bit. But anyway, let's move on.
Oh, Dawn, you've got to get back into it because they've added new series since then, new seasons, and it picks up a lot. If you thought there was Kramer on here, you should watch them Real Housewives. Wow, do they get in some spats?
Oh, Christine, did you not laugh as well? Oh my God, I did. He's trying to act not, somebody got booted out of a chat, right? And he's trying to act not offended. But I'm sure he was affronted. And he was probably thinking, oh shit. JD, wasn't it?
It's so nice to see so many nice faces here and so many great people. And I've missed you all. I've missed you all, and I'm so glad you're still around. See, it's another one, TV. I've not seen you for years. Oh
Kelly,
my God.
I agree. I think sometimes it's good to take a break. I'd done this before, kind of step back from it all when you know that things are making you angry that shouldn't make you angry. And I found that I was. And to be quite honest, I just didn't have the mojo for it anymore. But I hope to get back into it because I do miss coming on even once a week and having a chat. You know.
Well,
but I
if I can just interrupt, I'm going to go down because he's going to bed now, and I need to make room for CJ. So, CJ, come on up if you're awake.
Well, that's if CJ turns up. I mean, she might and she might not, but whatever. Oh, there's my chair going.
Well, it'd be good to hear her and good to see her. So I have missed you all, but I need to let him sleep, and I need to get ready and go as well because I need my beauty sleep. I'm getting too many lines looking at this, and my face is too red.
All right, love.
But it's good to see you all. Have a nice week. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Stay safe, stay well.
All right, love.
And I'll be downstairs. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going back downstairs.
All right, then. You're going into the chat. No problem.
Yeah. To do my job.
All right, love.
Bye for now.
Right, where was I at now? I'm trying to think where I was at. Yes, sometimes you can get too involved in the crama. You can get too involved in YouTube. Hey, Air Force Vet. And it's not healthy. It's not. It's just not. Also, I've been busy in my real life. And I've got another little grandchild coming in October. And I might or might not be moving, but I'm not going to say. I mean, this is YouTube. So yeah, life's been a bit busy. But it's been all good. All good. There's been no drama. I know that CJ wanted to come up and have a chat. But again, maybe CJ has, I hate to say it, fallen asleep. She might and she might not. Hey, Laurie Mac, I sent you a message back. Laurie's going on trips galore this summer. She's going to Tenerife, and then she's coming to Ireland. I'm telling you, girl, you've got it made. You have. I'm reading here the chat. Did I say hello, Caroline D? Yes, as I say, I've kind of, obviously I'm keeping up a wee bit with what's happening with Noodle and Mrs. P, right? I've never really talked about Mrs. P. I can normally just ignore her. I find that healthier for me. But I do know, sometimes I wonder, is it the people surrounding Mrs. P that keeps it all going? Maybe it is. And sometimes over at this side, I don't know. I think the woman should just be ignored myself. I know that's easier said than done. But I do think I worry that it's going to end up that there is something going to happen. There is absolutely something going to happen. And there's only going to be one person. There's one person that's got an RO on her or a stalking order, and she's the one that's going to pay the price. Let's be honest here. Nobody else but her. I get that, Patty. I know. I have dealt with people that if you ignore them, they will keep coming on, keep going on and on and on. And sometimes it's hard to know what to do. To me, I think everybody, I'm just going to say this, everybody is responsible for their actions on the tubes or on social media. There's no excuse. No. You can't go out in the street and shout abusive slurs to people. You just can't. You're going to get arrested. The same happens on social media. You just can't do it. I have doubts about that, Noodle. To me, I think it's gone farther than that. I think I'm sad to see that it's going to be one person that will end up, she's going to end up being punished by the legal system. And that's why I think none of it should ever have been spoke about after it. I don't think if you've got an RO against somebody or is it a stalking order, it needs to stop. You know, that should be it. You just don't speak about that person. You move on. And if other people didn't want to put anybody in a certain situation, then they would leave it. They wouldn't keep it going. This is only my opinion. Nobody has to agree with me. This is my opinion of it. We've seen it. We've seen what's happened before, Sally. I mean, it's been... Hold on, I'm trying to click. Failed and gave up, of course. Yep, they have. But I think no one else has got an RO on them but her. So where does that leave her? Well, I know where it'll leave her. We know it's like rinse and repeat. I only hear small bits when I listen into Noodles at the start. I don't hear it all. I don't know what's going on. I do know that the extinct tube is left, and I think that's good. I do. I think that's a healthy thing for her to do, because that wasn't healthy. If you looked at her channel, that wasn't healthy what you saw. That's obsession, morning, noon and night. That's not normal. I'm sorry. Nobody should get you that triggered on the bloody tubes that you lose control like that you obsess over that person when you wake up until you go to bed. You know, and that's it. And she, obviously Mrs. P didn't want her help. So there's that. I don't see where this is all going to go. Well, we do. Yeah. Goodbye, Nuddle. See you later. See, I don't know the whole story. I only hear snippets of what's happening. And again, no. Sorry, I had to let Jasper out there. But that's really the only thing that I've been kind of in and out of. And I hope it does all settle down. I honestly do, for everybody. It would be good for everybody just to go about their own way. I can't see it happening, but I hope so. Because it's not gonna be good to keep going like this. It really isn't. Apart from that, I don't know what other drama has there been. As I say, I've stopped watching a lot of people. Has there been anybody else that's been up to anything? I'm so out of it. Sally, I can't disagree with that either. Yeah. I don't think she should be on social media. There you go. I don't think she should. Let me say this, Noodle. That is why I defend myself. Exactly why. Because some people haven't heard the whole story, only snippets, and some have never heard my side and believe the crap. I hope they don't believe that crap. I mean, I never followed it all for years, and I knew by listening to that it was crap. You know, once you went to the courts, that should have been it, Noodle. That should have been it. You should have got peace. And I will say this, you should be fit to come on here without the worry of getting abused. It's not right. People should be able to come on here without getting their children, grandchildren, doxing. I mean, why does this keep happening? Where's Andrea? Mum. I agree with you 1,000, and boy to boy, I have a lot to say about that. Jamie sitting there talking truth about turning her out in the same breath and inviting her on the panel. Again, I don't watch him, so I don't know. I hope they're not talking about Noodle, because if they are, that's not good. Yeah, I think once you go to the courts and you get an RO or a stalking order, that should be it. I don't know why it had to be been pulled on out here. It's not right. You see, Pristine, I don't watch any of this. I don't. I'm in my bloody bed at night, so I miss all this shit. But I felt that I wanted to comment on the situation with Noodle and Mrs. P, because I just don't agree with it. It should be left alone. People should be fit to come on here and do their crafting or do whatever without worrying that they're going to get abused or doxed. I'm going to tell you, if anybody doxed my grandchildren, my children are adults, they can look after themselves. My grandchildren, hey, look, that's a different story. The fucking gloves would be off them, and that's not right. But you see, this is the problem. It's just not right. Oh, sent me a link, Pristine. Yes. As I say, I've missed a lot. I'm taking this bloody plaster. Seamus wrapped it to. Hey, Bones. Not much. As I say, I've been off. I haven't really been watching much. I'm just kind of catching up here or there. Who's this? Somebody that's gargling marbles, thinking they can put their 2 cents in. Bitch, you don't go in there. Don't go there. I get it. Yeah, I'm not saying. I hope Noodle's not thinking I'm saying that she shouldn't speak about it. Everybody's a right to correct any lies about them. I mean, hell, I would. Hey, Emily, I would. Of course I would. I'm going to correct lies that said about me. Why wouldn't I? Hold on. That's the chair in case somebody's wondering. But I just see it going one way. I just see it going one way. And it's not going to be good. Jay Slater is missing. He's a young fella that's missing in Tenerife at the minute. And there's no sign of him. He's gone. He was on holiday. That's awful. Young man. Yeah, I put it. That was me. I put it. I'm going to have to buy a new chair, but sure. Hold on to see if I got an email from Pristine. Did you send it there now? Delaney, you were blocked. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Nope, not yet. Nope. Hold on. Let's see here. Put there. Hold on. Nothing as yet. It is, Emily. It's awful. That poor fella. Now, I know, of course, they're saying, hey, Larry, how are you? They're saying he's got a bit of a past. I don't know what kind of past he has. That shouldn't really matter. But the wee fella's missing. He's missing. There's no sign of him. The people at the house after the party said that they walked him down to the bus stop. Now, I don't know whether you believe that or not. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, chicken feet. Oh, you're going to the same place in August. I've been there many, many times, Emily, over the years. I love Tenerife. Love it. I feel bad for his mum, his family, because it must be devastating. He's just disappeared off the face of the earth. And no one knows where he is. I think he's missing. He's missing a long time at the minute. I don't think it's going to be. Yeah. I don't like to say it, but I don't think it sounds good, does it? It just doesn't. They do vanish self-aware. Yep. Normally, sadly, it's something untoward's happened to them. But it's a bit strange, I think. You know, when there's drink and maybe, I don't know if there was drugs. I don't know. I'm only giving my opinion here. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. And then obviously they bring up his past. Does it really matter about anybody's past, what they've done prior? No, I don't think it does. At the end of the day, the fella's missing. Yeah. Has he a bad past? Yes, he has. Does that matter? No. Not at this minute in time when they're trying to look for him. I think compassion goes a long way. Yes, Red, the search has been called off. He could be anywhere. Let's be honest, he could be anywhere. Jay Slater, he's a young lad from the UK, went on holiday to Tenerife. Delaney went to a club, then went to a party, and he's never been seen since. And normally none of these things like that don't normally happen. And he is someone's son, of course he is. Nobody deserves that. Right, hold on, I'm going to check to see. Hey, Megsy, how are you? What's silent? I don't know, Meg. I think, hold on, I see if we're, Jesus, I am far out of this. Hold on. Jesus, I knocked myself off. Hold on, I better not do this because I'll probably knock myself off. Hold on. Here we go. It's not the same, Mary. I think when everything, we all kind of left there, there's only a few remaining, it's not the same. It's not. What happened? Pardon me. What happened to Larry? Larry, what happened to you? Did you get ambushed? Where did you get ambushed at? mean, that's happened to me, to be fair. Right, come on, Larry. He did. What happened, Jay? Spill the beans, somebody spill the beans. Oh, you're in Cyprus, right? That's a place I've never been, is Cyprus. I've been to many islands in Greece, but I never went to Cyprus. Sure, it's not Mary, it's not the same. That's how we met. Yes, you Maud and Alicia's, Larry. Right, come on, spill the beans. Who attacked you? Come on. Don't tell half the story. Tell it all. Say names. What's happened? Hey, Amy, oh, behave. From what I know, Larry has been with Alicia from day one. Has always been with Alicia from day one. And was always a good support to Alicia. So obviously something happened in the chat. See, I missed it. Now, has me and Larry knocked heads? Yes, we have, many times over the years. But you know what? We're big grown up people and we can, we can move on. Yes. I have strong opinions on things and so did he. So, yeah, we clashed. Hold on. Let's see. She has a lot of Legion friends in there. Lycan got triggered, and of course when Lycan gets angry, the Legion gets angry. So they got angry at you. Right, that's not good. It was a pile-on of a couple of people. Hey, moi! How are you, darling? And was it sorted out? I hope you didn't have to leave. I hope not. Definitely moi, it'll be up. It'll still be up, girl. I'm just coming on to have a wee chat. Nothing major. Oh, Debbie, I do have strong opinions, but I'm trying to keep them held back. Oh, DeLorean and Mel were not happy. Right. They were supporting you, I take it. Yes. See, this is the problem when you miss a lot of stuff. But some are nice. Look, in any community, right, there's going to be people that you like and there's going to be people that you don't like. Oh, here we go. Coldy Case. When playing dress up tonight, I'm going to screenshot your chat and put it on my community posts. I'm a pussy that tattles all over the internet because I'm insecure because I can't grow a beard. Oh, it's all right, Cole. It's all right. You can stay in here and we'll look after you. Don't you worry, son. I like that, Cole. Just saying. Right, where's Pristine? They didn't want him there. No, Juror. They didn't want him there. Told him to stop. They didn't want... Right, hold on. They didn't want Larry there. Is that what you're telling me? Right, so Delaney, right, they all started and they all tried to convince Alicia I was being problematic. Right, I'm kind of getting this now. Okay. Yes, Pristine. The fake call. Let me see. Well, I wouldn't be back. I wouldn't be back. I would not be back. No way. If you go in and you're good enough to give up your time to mod for somebody, right? And you're going to get attacked in chat. No, sod that. I'd be out of there. I wouldn't be back. Now, I don't know. You obviously have you and Lycan obviously don't get on, I would say, and yeah. But that should be respected then, that you have been part of Alicia's chat, and that should be left. Aye, be good. My arse. That's what I'm going to say to that. My arse. Yep. See, this is it. I'm going to have to get back into watching all this shite again. I haven't missed it, really. Right, I did see that. Chicken feet. Don't know about that. Don't want to be accusing anybody. Something about a dog's party. You know, look, self-aware. It got to the stage, and I think that's what kind of like, it was kind of at that stage I thought, what am I doing here? People calling each other fat and ugly, and it's like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Imagine going into your work and saying, oh yeah, I was fighting with this girl in the tubes last night. I was calling her fat, and she was calling me ugly. My mum's better than your mum. Like, really? Come on. They would look at you as if you're missing a link up there. Well, Alicia's cool as F. She knows. I just laugh it off. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's up to you. Yeah. Yeah, self-aware, that's when I kind of step back from it all. It was pretty shite, actually, you know. You know, JD, like, really, you know, what age are we? I'm a granny. I'm 53 coming, right? And I would be affronted if my grandkids thought I was going on like that there. They would think there's something wrong with me. I'm missing a loop. Who was doxing? You see, sometimes I see things, but I don't really know the full story. So I don't really want to accuse somebody. Unless I see it in black and white now, I'm not going to believe it. So obviously, the story goes that somebody had a private StreamYard. Were you talking mad shit, mate? The angry one. Right. Yeah. See, it's not healthy either, being angry all the time over YouTube fuckery. Really, it isn't. But anyway. So there was a party. No, there wasn't a party. It wasn't. It was a private StreamYard, and were people talking shit. That was it, basically. Right. Yes, he would. Yeah. Take all my electronic equipment and lock them up. Yeah. Shift was to. Oh, I don't like that now. You see, I don't know anything about Shift. I only know that she's Shift, and she's a wee avatar of a fish. That's all. That's all I need to know. Docs, how do you mean sniffing an IP? Well, I don't know how people get you. I will say to people, I'm going to give you this. You know, if you see a link, if somebody does a community post and they put up a link to go to another video or go watch this, don't click it. Don't click it. I know I'm not being paranoid, but we know that there's a lot of people would be capable of using phishing links to get your IP address. So no, if you want to keep yourself private, yeah. But let me tell you, normally on YouTube, you're never kept private for long. Somebody will always find out who you are and what you are. And this is it. It's just something that you have to... Now, subs, I don't think subs, I'm going to have to say it, you aren't putting yourselves up on a panel. I don't think it's right. Creators, there's always a good chance, yes, somebody's going to find out your identity. So I'm taking it that there was a StreamYard and there was shit talk and allegedly Shift got doxed. Yeah, is that it? I know Pristine is a good friend with Shift. And yeah, you probably know Pristine a lot more than I do. And what's Maggie say? I don't know about the dogs party. Let me see. But Dave G was on a call with her and she did a cam slip and he sent her a picture around last year. Don't know why it's turning up now. But I think Dave G has denied that. I think he has. He's denied doing that. So I don't know if that's true. Why does anybody need to know? Look, how does anybody need to know who anybody is? Does it really matter? Or what anybody looks like? What does it matter? See, I don't give a shit. Now, unless I'm going to come at you legally, I don't give a shit. People shouldn't be doxing anybody. Nobody should know very much about you, but sadly, that's just not the way it is on here. It's abused time and time again. Megsie, are you sure to be sure you're not confused? Well, send it to me, Megsie. No, don't send it to me. I don't want it. No, why did I say that? No, I don't need proof of anything. I know Dave G goes way back to the Watts Island. JD, way back. He is everywhere, yes. He's retired and yeah, he's everywhere. And I remember him getting involved in a whole shit ton when I was over at Dorothy's. It was a whole shit mess of drama at that time. And after that, I never really saw much about. Tevi, so do I. I have a big sticker on my camera, on my laptop. You be getting coffee, Pristine? We getting a wee cup of coffee? Megsie, well, I have to say, Megsie is known to be like a dog with a bone, right? If she thinks she's in the right, Megsie's been known to go for many months after a certain person in a chat. I've seen that happen before. I remember for about a year, Megsie went after Shift in a chat. Right, here we go. Savannah's got the gossip, the gossip. I got gossip. There's a private StreamYard, right? Okay, a while ago, and a certain group said a certain cook must be a female because no male would be involved in this woman's drama. Right. I don't like to say because there's men like Laurie in here. There's a few men around. They dip in and out. Are they really involved in it? No, they're not. You might see them in a chat, but they're not all up on panels. I get that, right? They want to come in and comment, right? I do find it strange, I'm not going to lie, that some males are really invested in this, right? I look at my boys and look at my hubby and I'm like, no, absolutely not. They would be like, what in the actual fuck is going on there? It's gossiping. That's what we're doing at the minute. I'm gossiping. I don't get it. And there's people on it 24/7. Right, no, Mary, Dave G, no, oh no, two different, no, different people. Dave G certainly isn't seeking the truth with Dave. Sure, he could put it off. I don't know where he is now. Did he ever make it over in TikTok? Well, that's true, Laurie. Peanut butter and tutus. Yep. Right, let me see. I can't understand gatekeeping drama. I see women all the time saying, why are men in women's drama? Why are they gossiping like women? Do women not see how much that degrades them? No, I don't. I'm not going to agree with that self-aware. I own it. I gossip. I chat. That's what women do. That's what we do. We're all in here gossiping and chatting, all up. Yep. I talked to a couple of people behind the scenes. No, Laurie, I don't think, I would have to say you're not. I have to say you're not. You're not all up in the drama. You're not. No, you're definitely not. You can come forth with and have a discussion. I mean, I've had discussions with you. Have they got a bit heated? Yes, they have. But you're not all up in the drama. You're definitely not. You're not on here morning, noon and bloody night watching everything. That I would find odd. I'm just going to say that. And I don't think it degrades me saying that I'm a gossip channel, because I am. I'm not going to deny it. We all do. We all gossip. Men gossip and have drama too. They definitely do. But it's more banter. I've seen men banter. I have met boys well, I used to have boys in the house. Their banter is totally different. They would not be interested in the gossip that I'm talking about. They'd be like, what? They're bantering about sport. They're bantering about this, that, there, and the other. None of anybody's, you know, I just, yeah. But I get it. I get it. Well, I was, Laurie, until I wasn't. All right, old Dot. And I'm delighted for Dot that she's moved on. She's doing great. Yeah. She's got herself a job. Yeah. I think sometimes people can become too invested in all this. And I think, well, so did I, Tevy. I like to gossip as well. But I learned, and I mean, what you have to do, I don't listen about anything negative about myself. I just don't. I try not to, unless it's really brought to my attention. Like Andrea, you're much the same. You're not on here all the time. You dip in and out. If you want to discuss something, you'll come on and you'll have a discussion. To me, I think that's, yeah. Hey, Tracy. Well, Laurie, I mean, I'm not her biggest fan either, but I wish her well. I absolutely do. And I'm sure she doesn't like me, but I can still say, yep, I wish Dot well. I absolutely do. I would never be friends with Dot again. I'm a great one for holding a grudge. I'm just going to say. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with saying that. But I can actually as well wish people the best if they leave the platform. Hey, Angela of Alba. And how are you, Tracy? Are you keeping all right, girl? Must be good saying. See, I'm only on here, and I unsubbed from everyone over there and hit do not yet. I've done that. These people are just gross. The drama community stopping fun long. I agree with that. Yeah. I miss what we had. I do. There was a lot more channels. Now the channels are down to practically nothing. Yes, Meg says she can, absolutely. There's nobody. What channels is there left? There's not. There's just a few. That's why I don't really want to be going anywhere, because I still like coming back and having a gossip every now and again. And I like the people that come into this chat. CJ is doing the best as far as I know. She did say she was going to come up for a chat, but we all know CJ, don't we? She'll say, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, but we'll probably go live again this week then. I'm off this week, so I can go live. I've plenty of time. Grandma, be good is on its way out. But the problem is, when it goes on to real life, that's when it stops being crama. It really does. You know, when you have to go a legal route, that's when it stops being fun. Andrea, I would say in the last 3 months, I don't know, I haven't been live very much either. But I do miss coming up and having a chat, and that's what I'm going to try to get back to. Yes, Tevi, we miss. What channels is there for us to go to that we can just come in here, not really talk about anything, but just kind of have a gossip? And I know that annoys people when I say that, but that's what it is. Yeah, I agree, Sally. You know, because there is a lot. I mean, look, the UK. We have a new Prime Minister, right? And who is that Prime Minister, right? I sent this to Amber and she was like, what? Baby Reindeer. Do we all remember Baby Reindeer? Fiona? Our new Prime Minister is he's the politician that she stalked. Isn't that right, Larry? Oh, they will be good. They always turn on themselves. Hey, Megan VR. I'm just on just for chit chat, nothing too dramatic. And Alec Baldwin's going for trial as well this week. Well, Larry, what do you think with the new government? We have whole new government, Labour. I remember when Tony Blair was elected the last time, and that song, Things Will Only Get Better. I remember him walking down into number 10, and there was excitement. Everybody was excited, and then it all kind of turned to shit. But yeah, no, I'm quietly confident. And then Northern Ireland, and that's another story. It's a shit pit as well with the politics, but we're not going to go there. We're not going to talk about the politics. No. Yeah, well, the country is a mess. Our NHS is a mess. The NHS, the waiting list, it's in crisis. Dentist, don't talk to me about a dentist. What the hell has happened? What has happened? There is no more NHS dentists. You're now private. That's it, private. Lack of houses. Yep. It's bad. It's bad. You know, I find that, you know, now it's got to the stage, right, that you pay the, right, we pay what we call a stamp every month out of our wages, right? And that is for the NHS, the National Health Service, okay? And depending on what you earn, it can be quite a big chunk, right? So you pay that and it goes into the pot. Now, sadly, there's some people never pay into that pot, but still dig out of the pot. But anyway, moving on. But what you're finding now, you're still paying your stamp every month, but we're now having to take out private health insurance. My mother, who's 74, had to dig out private health insurance to get looked at. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's mad. It's madness. But enough of that. That's my... Delaney, you'll be the same. Canada runs very much like us. I'm sure you pay like a stamp, or I call it a stamp. Maybe it's not called that. But we pay that every month. It can be hundreds of pounds. But that's not working. To get in to see anybody, you've got to take a private fucking health insurance. So there's no more talking about, you know, when America used to say, oh, that's terrible. In America, they've got to have this private. Well, we're doing the same now. Again. No, we don't, Maxie. I don't know where you're thinking that. 22% every month you pay. 22% is what comes out. Right, where's Tevi? Oh. Andrew, you're going to have to go earlier, a bit earlier, because you're in the middle of the night for me. Well, you're in Australia, Maxie, I know that. So do you get a good tax break? You've got a new Prime Minister as well in Canada. Well, maybe things will take a turn. We can all but hope. And I hope, oh yeah, Larry, that is so true. I mean, every time I come out of the shops, I'm like, do you know how much that cost? Like, I mean, cooking oil, butter, cheese, just the basics. It's shocking. A loaf of bread. Some of them's what, $1.95. Like, what? Yes, JD. Yep. And that's the way it's going to be. That's where, you know, you've got to have the private insurance on top of your national health. And it's always the same people. But things have. It's got very, very expensive. Funny you say that, all right. Yeah, ours has gone up. Our house insurance, it's a way up. Never claimed on it. And doesn't matter. Things, basics. Yes, Julie, basics, just what we live on. I mean, I don't even have a mortgage. Ours is paid off years ago, right? I don't know how people do with mortgages, childcare, everything like that. I just don't. Rosanna, are you an excellent driver? Are you a good wee driver? Megan, I believe it. You know, I used to think we were, as a country, we were like, we got treated very well and we got this and we got that. Them days are gone. Them days are long gone for us. It is. It's all gone. Let me see, what did Trudeau? Trudeau allowed anyone to get certified legally or illegally. They're slowing getting them for us. Over 10 government employees were fired getting certified and working. See, Canada's the same. I think it's going to go back to the way we used to be when we were being brought up. And I know I'm sounding old here, but I think it's going to go back to that. It's going that way. Who's getting 35 bucks an hour? Survival of the fittest in the UK. Can't disagree with that. Did they? Well, JD, mine's up in August, and I got the thing through, but I'm going to be, I'm going to be on the ball because it's too much. The Irish economy was better when I agree. We had a good run of it, and then it's just went to the dogs. The glory days are over. Hunger Games. Do you know something? It is. And there's no in between anymore. You're either wealthy or you're just broke. There's not really any in between. And gone are the days where people, like, I mean, the younger generation, they can forget about trying to save for their future. It's just about surviving day by day. $2,000 a month. But it is, nobody can really, and if you can afford a holiday, well, you're definitely on a bonus. Or if you're Laurie can go on 2 bloody holidays. Can't you, Laurie, if you're still listening? What does Savannah do? Defensive driving course again. It saves 10% and, oh, we don't have that. A defensive. What's Laurie got? I've got apple, pear, cherry, plum, blueberry, raspberry, strawberry bushes in my garden. Wow. And everything from birds to insects want to eat the fruit. It's a waste of time. Oh, love it. Apple, pear. Good night, Jan. Lovely to hear from you, girl. Apple, pear, cherry, plum, blueberry. But at least the wee insects are getting it. But Laurie, you should be out there cooking them. No, I think we're going to have to go back to the way we were. I mean, the way I was brought up was very different the way my grandchildren have been brought up. There was no takeaways. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I didn't have a pizza until I was 18. I moved out of our village. Hey, PB&J. I mean, you didn't get fast food. You definitely didn't get fast food. Nowadays, it's all fast food. Hey, AT. An hour and a half? My God. That's an hour and a half there and an hour. It's 3 hours, girl. Think of the gas money. That's another thing. Gas money, petrol money. Jesus. God, I'm all complaining the night. He does not want to hear me again. Well, it's good to see you, AT. And where's B good as B? Did you ever start your new job? I'm wondering if she ever started her new job. But PB&J, we didn't have anything like that. When we were growing up, it was like potatoes and 2 veg and meat, if you were lucky. And it was all just, I did like it. I did. And yeah, that was a downhill spiral from then. Jesus, Delaney. 12 to 1,700 a month plus utilities. How can anybody even afford that? Andrea, Mum. In Arizona, minimum wage is $14.35 an hour. When the economy goes up, the minimum wage is raised. However, in North Carolina, minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. That's bad. That's bad. I have to say, our minimum wage is quite good here. Oh, have a lovely time with your grandson, Sally. You can catch up with me again, sure. Who's in Miami? ATU lived in Miami? Wow. Very nice. See, that sounds so exotic to me, Miami. Phew. Ours is 16.17. I think the minimum wage in the UK is about 12 quid, which is about $14. And everybody gets that. That's the minimum. And if you're a waitress, say you're a waitress or a bartender, your quid's in because you get your tips on top of that. Right, okay, that's what I'll do, Andrea. Let me see. UK minimum wage 2024. Right, okay. Is right, okay. I'm going to put this £11.44 to dollars. Right. $14.65 is the minimum wage that anyone is allowed to pay you in the good old UK. Right? Now, as I say, if you work anywhere that you get tips, that's your tips on top of that. You get to keep them as well. But now, Tevi, just as you say, we have to pay our national health out of that, okay? Plus, we pay our tax. We have to pay our taxes. Our taxes are deducted automatically every month, not like in America, where you do your own taxes. You only do that if you're self-employed. You do your own taxes if you're self-employed over here. But automatically every month, your taxes come out, and that's a good chunk, plus your national health. But you see, I think $14.65, that's quite good. I mean, I remember my first paycheck and it was nothing like that. But I know that there's some states, yours are all different. Yours is $8 an hour. Be good. Jeez, that's not good. How can anybody even survive in that? And then you've got your rent, your utilities, everything. It's hard. It'd be good you were at your job for years and years, and then suddenly you're put out to go and look for a job, similar money. It's hard. It's freaking hard. Compared to North Carolina, where it just came back, right? You just came back from, I don't know how anyone can survive on $7.25 an hour. Jeez. And the rent's bad. Savannah, 18 years. Wow. Oh, be good. I'm sorry, girl. I have another 2 years to go and then I'm out. Megan, I agree. I'll be honest. If I was in my 30s and I wasn't married, and I say if I had a child or whatever, I would bloody move in with my mother. I absolutely would. If the rent was that, why would you pay that rent? Why pay that money when you can use that money and use it for your children? Of course you would. You're bred, you have to work for an hour. Yeah. Delaney, sometimes I think that, you know when you buy something like a takeaway and you think, geez, that's a bit steep. I have to work. If you think working, I have to work an hour to get that. And it's gone in a minute or two. Like, it's madness. Yeah, so it seems to be much of a muchness between here and America, except for some states. And I know, Andrea, you went through a bit of a bad time last year when you had to move. I mean, that was a nightmare in itself. But it's not free, Megsy. You say that's free. It's not. It's like people over here say, well, we get free health insurance. No, you don't. It comes out of people's bloody taxes. It comes out of paying your stamp every month. It's not free. I used to, maybe it's not free. The working man is paying that. Nothing is free. Nothing. Geez, that was a nightmare, though, I have to say, Andrea. Yeah. Of course. Oh, Savannah, could you imagine living without Savannah? No. Jasper, you want in again? See, when I'm on, he wants in, out, in and out, in and out. Do you want out? No, you're not here. He's wanting a drink now. Well, I think that's sort of where the birth rates are. Like, I mean, mine would say No, I'm only going to have the one. I'm only going to have the two. Oh, I've compared to, yeah, Mexi, I get it. I mean, nowadays people do think, right, if I have one child, can I afford to have another child? Like one of ours pays a month now, £1,000 in childcare, right? That's before she does anything. £1,000. It's £250 a week. Like her father can't get over that. But I said, like, he's going to a creche. He's going to a good creche. That's what it's going to be. Oh, Jesus, 900. Yes, Megsie, but we pay our national health insurance on top of that. Your taxes hasn't got anything to do with the health insurance. It's separate. Now, you see how he likes his drink? No, Megsie. No. When I retire, I'll retire. I've done my time. I've reared the wains. That's it. I'm not going back to that. Maybe a day here, a day there, but that's it. Nope. Sorry, no can do. Hey, the wandering sub. Good to see you. I'll be good. Something will come up. It will. It will. I don't know. I don't know your situation. I only know you as Be Good, and we chat time to time. But I do know that it's bloody hard. And then when you've got animals, you've got the worry about them and the cost of them. I don't think things is going to be. Yeah, daycare is absolutely insane. And honestly, here in America, you do barely working. You do better barely working than having a pretty good job because of food stamps, free medical, housing assistance, WIC for kids, etc. Right. Barely working than having a pretty good job because food stamps, free medical, housing assistance. Now you see. Well, they get that here too. But my daughter doesn't because her and her hubby earn over the quota. But as I say, it doesn't last forever. You know, he's going to go to school in a couple of years. It's going to get easier. She doesn't want to have any more. That's it. One's enough. And, you know, I agree with her. One is what they can afford. They can't afford two. They can't afford three. So if you want to keep your job and work, well, that's it. And I know Be Good has an Amazon wish list. And I'll share it for you. Be Good. Do you have your wee cat things and your doggy food and all that on it? Because I know people would help you out. They absolutely would. See, things like that there, I have no problem sharing out and helping out because you are the first to jump up and help anyone else. You are. You are PB&J. My girl lives about, I think she lives nearly where JD lives, not far away. So that wouldn't work. So I can't even help her out a day or whatever. I can't. I just, you know. You're fortunate. But no, I don't want to do it full time if there was, no, not after I retire. No, I've done my bit. I love my grandchildren, but yeah. A pet deposit is a fee you have to pay when you move into. Yeah. Well, there you go, JD, but you bloody work as well. I'll let you know, JD, where she lives. You probably know it. It's very nice, but it's just, it's about an hour and a half from us, so that wouldn't work. Yet the other one, they only live up round the corner. They actually moved from Belfast, right? because even though we couldn't do childcare during the day, but we're there for them. And it does, they get babysat. Of course they do. He's always here. I mean, the rent here is madness. And then you have your childcare. It's crazy. No, I will definitely, Savannah, and I'll keep sharing it, because I have to say, Be Good is one of the good ones. She is one of the good people on here. And sometimes we all need that extra hand. And it's not, there's always going to be people on here looking, right, that feel that they're entitled to money. They're entitled for a share. But then there's genuine people that we've all maybe got ourselves into situations. I mean, nobody knows that they could lose their job. It's hard. It's fucking hard out there. And it's getting harder. Listen to me. Juror, there's only one juror. You've got to listen to me. And Megan, Megan also does crafting. Megan, do you sell your crafts, I take it? I'm going to have to get up on this. And somebody who's sent in prayers. Yes. And that, Andrea, says a lot more about you than a lot of people. Because maybe some people weren't just as kind when you were going through that. So yes, we can all do a wee bit of kindness. Nobody knows what's ahead of them. Nobody knows what situation we've got into. I do watch TT when I catch her on the live, and I wish her nothing but the best. Absolutely, I do. I mean, I know we've had our back and forth, but that's okay. We all have back and forth with people here. But at the end of the day, real life is real life. Look, Be Good. Monetization. I never right. Monetization. I never switched on monetization on any of my lives because I wouldn't have got it. Because the swearing that I would do, right? No, I never even switched it on. I had the super chat and I had my memberships. And oh my goodness, the amount of crying people done because I had memberships. And I'm like, what? Do you know what I mean? Is Megan, what's happening with Megan? I thought it was Be Good. Is Megan, are you in a situation, Megan? Or did she mean, maybe she meant Be Good? No, I didn't get any. Be Good. Look, no. Where you get your money is your members. No, you're not in a situation. I thought it was Be Good she was talking to. Sorry, Megan. I'm old. Sorry, you're not in a situation. I thought you were in a situation that you were moving or something, but obviously not. You're cancelling your monetization because it's not worth it. And I'm having a hard time with AdSense because it keeps forcing me to use an organisation one. Oh. You see, with us over here, YouTube take 30% automatically. Then when it hits AdSense, they take a further 17% for the tax, right? So there's 47% deducted before you get it. But don't get me wrong, I done very well. I done very well in my members. They were, Savannah. They were, and I didn't give a shit. Not a shit did I give. Because that's one thing they can't say about me. No, they can't. I mean, bloody memberships, $1.99 a month, and they were in a tiz over it. To be honest, I don't even know, Megan, if I'm going to remonetize, and that's the truth. I just don't. If somebody wants to tip me, great. If not, that's also great. I've always been very clear. I'm not on here for the money. I'm not. I'm only on here for a bit of crack. Oh, you've a branded account. Ah, right, okay. Right, okay. See, Megan, with I had a main channel and I had like 5,500 subs. See, trying to get monetized in that, no go. It was a nightmare. And they monetized this channel and I was like, what? Well, this is it, Andrea. You know, it's not worth. Sometimes I think it's not just worth it. I'd rather just come out here, have a chat, and that's it. You're under no obligation. Because I feel sometimes, I think if you're monetized, don't get me wrong now, there's nothing wrong with getting monetized. If you're putting out content, you're putting good content out, and you're going live regularly, yeah, definitely, get monetized. But that's not me, I wasn't doing that. I'm the same, Andrea. I'm just not committed. I'm just not committed to it. I haven't the time to be committed to it. Yeah, I'm just not. I think I'm just going to be one of those wee floating channels that will go live every so often. I'm not going to make it as long the next time. I just really wanted to come on here tonight and just have a wee general chit chat, nothing too dramatic. There's no dragging of anybody, so all's good. Who are you not a fan of? You're not a fan, Larry, of paywall. Yeah, I get that. I get that. No, but you don't have to, Tevi. I know. If you come in here and hit the like, that means more to me than anything. I don't need money. I don't demand money and certainly don't expect it on here. That's something I don't like. I have to say, I don't like. Nobody should be expected to pay or give donations all the time. I don't. That's not me. Not me at all. No. And you don't feel that you can give memberships enough because I'm never consistent. I just put pay links going forward. Yeah, I agree. I think drop your PayPal, drop your Cash App, Megan. If somebody wants to donate, that's fine. And if they don't, that's also fine. Yeah, I think it makes it easier. Yeah, that's another story, Andrea. Yeah, and I do see that, Megan, that there is a lot that they demand. They think they're entitled to donations every time they go live. Yeah, I don't think so. It can get a bit murky. But, you know, and I think some people do use this as a job, and I think there's nothing wrong with that either. I don't. I think if you're consistent and you come on here 3-4 times a week, I mean, that's a lot of work. I just wouldn't have not at this minute, I wouldn't have the time to do that. I feel, for me, at the minute, I feel quite good just coming on, shooting the shit, signing off, and no worrying about it. And Andrea, definitely go live again. But do it, even shoot me an email, Andrea, right? Because I would love to come up and have a chat with you. I'm going to put my Irish time. Jesus, I don't even know my own bloody thing. Oh, there's Devil Mike. If you see a milkman, tell him to remove the strikes off my channel or his children will go missing. Then I'll steal his house and sell his... Devil Mike, have you strikes? You. I will. I'll tell him there's not enough cream. Devil Mike, you can hardly afford to pay the milkman now. Sure, he's got too expensive. It's good to see you, though. I haven't seen you about. Devil Mike, you've been about in a long time. Yeah, JD, you don't need to. You just need your positive, friendly personality in here. You don't need to super chat anyone. You can just come in, and as long as you're here chatting, that's what I prefer, people coming in and having a chat. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate anything I get, of course I do. But no. I understand why a lot of the smaller channels like me and that aren't really into the monetization. I get that. Oh, you had a YouTube breakdown. Devil Mike? What? Well, you know you're always very welcome in here. I hope you know that. Devil Mike and me maybe have knocked heads a while back, but you know something? Yep, we're good. We can move on from it. We're adults, aren't we? And we share a milkman, so we're good. Oh, don't kiss Savannah's butt. Megan, as far as I know, she is doing well. She was meant to come up for a chat the night, but I wanted to come on anyway. Just to kind of touch base. I think Amber's going live this week sometime. CJ and me will probably go live sometime this week. So, yep, you're going to have us, we're going to be busy because I'm off this week, so I have the time. We do have a good laugh. We do, Devil Mike. You have to. There's no harm in it. Right. Okay, you're going to ask me a difficult question, right? I have to ask you a difficult question. If you don't want to answer, I'll certainly answer it. What are your feelings about Jamie being on panel with Amber and CJ? Right, okay, that's a good one. Personally, I don't have any feelings about it, right? Would I be on panel? No. I can only speak for myself. No, I wouldn't be on the panel. The people I disliked and disliked me a month, 2 months, 3 months, I feel the same way, and I think they do, and that's all good, right? I don't have an issue. If people want to go into different chats, they can do that. I'm my own person. They're their own people. They're adults. And I think some people feel, and I get this, right? If you want to go into a chat and you're wanting to take part in that chat, should you really be thinking, well, should I go into that chat if I offend someone? No, you probably shouldn't, right? Andrea, look, I also understand how other people feel. I get that. I can only speak for myself. And what I will say, there's going to be people in certain chats that I've Google blocked, and I won't be on panel with certain people. That's just the way it's going to be. But I also have to understand, and I do understand now because we've all had a chat about it. And maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea if we did have a chat. Me, CJ, and Amber had a chat about what's all going down. I know, they know how I feel, and I know how they feel. And I think what's happened over the last few months has kind of, it's kind of left a bad, it did leave a bad feeling. I don't want to go into that situation again, right? Yes, Andrea, and I get that. I get that. But Andrea, we also have to understand, they're going to like people that we don't like, right? They're going to like people that we don't like. I'm kind of like at the stage now. I like being on my own channel. Hey, Gaga people. I can come on here and have a wee chat, and I can control who's in the chat or who comes up on panel. I'm good with that. Google Block is not for pussies. I have Google blocked a load, Savannah, you wouldn't believe. I don't know who you're talking about, Andrea, but I think of a fair idea. Am I going to... You see, the problem with me, I can hold a fucking grudge for years. That's it. Now, Daria, you're saying disappointed about what? It's not that serious. But you have to respect other people's opinions as well. I am a normal adult, and my adult head on me is saying, there is some people I just don't want to be around, Daria. I just don't want to. And I'm okay with that. I just don't want to be around them. The people in this chat, I do want to be around. I happen to like Amber. Amber will speak to different people that I don't speak to. And I'm okay with that. She knows how I feel, and I know how she feels. CJ is the same, and we're going to have a conversation. Me and CJ are going to have a conversation, right? I know she'll not watch this back and say, why wasn't I there? But we're going to do it. Because I think she doesn't want to feel that she has been put into a box, that she wants to go here, there, and everywhere. And that's great. She can do that. Me, I have different opinions about people. I like people that they maybe don't like, and they like people that I maybe don't like. So we have to kind of respect that. Does that make sense? Okay. Where are we now? Any questions asked? You see, I don't really want to make peace with people. Things that have been said to me are unforgivable. Has anybody done anything that bad to me that I can't move? No, that they haven't. I don't hate anybody on here. I just don't. But I can choose what company I want to be in. And I'm going to be quite firm with that. Yeah. I think this wee break from YouTube has helped me. And yeah, it has. I would like to go up and have a chat on your channel, Andrea. We could have a chit chat about this, that, and other. Not a lot of us go live. We're going to have to change that, turn that around, so we can go on and have a chat. I also understand people wanting to move on. They don't want to fight. I'm a great believer. I think you can have peace. You can have peace with people. My peace with somebody is I can ignore that person. I don't have to interact with them in any way. They don't have to interact with me. And that's good. Sometimes we are going to be in the same chats. But I've done a pretty damn good job of Google blogging. Sorry, Savannah, but I have. And I know Mary feels a certain way as well. Yeah, I mean, I say a grudge. I love a good old grudge. It doesn't mean that I hate the person. It just means I remember. I think, nah, I don't like you. That's why I don't like you. That's why I've got a grudge against you. Now, there's going to be people that are offended, and you know what? That's actually all right too. Nobody has to feel the same way. You know, some people might think I'm too, and that's okay. I like who I like, and I don't like who I don't like, basically. Devil Mike, I think there's drama and there's drama, but you know, when it got to the stage of, it was just getting ridiculous. It was getting ridiculous. Now, there is people that I know that's in this chat that stand by their word. There will not be any going back for anybody. And I actually admire people like that. I do. I'm talking about you, be good. Sometimes you can. I think you can get on. I think you can move on. We're all acquaintances on here, and we have to learn to coexist. Some people you just can't coexist with. Sometimes you want to make a comment or voice your opinion. That's okay as well. Yeah. And I get that too, JD. I understand that. I think it happens quite a bit on here. I personally feel for myself, I don't want to go back there. I won't be in any. But I also know that I've got friendships with people that have decided to move on. And that's okay. That's fine. We just don't talk about it. I think, Andrea, you're probably like a lot that's in this chat, that there can't be any going back. Look, that's something else, Tevi. I got burnt many times. Never say never. But there's, let's say, there's things that have happened that there's no going back on. Not for me. There is things that have happened that you just can't go back on. I'm a great believer. Also, what was it somebody said? It was like, don't let somebody be comfortable in disrespecting you. And that's true. I think, no, I'm not going to have some little upstart telling me what the fuck to do. Why would I? No, I'm not going to do it. No. Sod that. Some people might not like that, and that's all right. I'm here for myself. That's it. And for me, obviously, all you lovely people in here. I think, but you see, I get what you're saying, Andrea, and we'll maybe have a conversation about this. That's the problem with when you have a friend and you see them going down a route that you think, it's hard for you. I understand where you're coming from. You don't want them to get hurt again. But you're right, never say never. For me, I know what I want, and I know what I want in my channel, and that's it. Now, obviously there's going to be, I'm going to go over to Amber's channel. There's going to be a lot of people in there that don't like me, and I don't like them. I'm not going to start anything. I have every right to be there. Mary's every right to be there. JD, all that. We can ignore those people. We're not going to start anything. No. We can join in with the chat. That's it. CJ has decided she doesn't want to go live again at this minute in time. She is going on a different route. I respect that as well. But she's been through the mill. She has been through the mill. Oh, Christine, there's people that I just do not like, and they know I don't like them. We've told each other we don't like each other, and we're okay with that. We're quite okay with that. And I'll just keep it moving. I'm not going to start any shit. But what we have discussed is, obviously, there won't be any passive-aggressive shit allowed in those chats. No, there won't be. I think, why should we stop going into chats that we like because there's somebody in there that's maybe that you don't like? No. There's people that, I mean, I know, I've told my mods, there's people to be blocked on site. They're to be blocked. They're not even to be discussed. I won't even mention their name out loud. They will just be blocked. I get it, Megan, and I know that if there is jabs and pokes and digs, well, we'll take it from there. Well, Mary, we didn't get to this age, darling, without having those boundaries. And I never let anybody treat me that way in my own life. And it's YouTube. YouTube should be a bit of entertainment. That's it. We teach our children. But I think sometimes when you go on here, sometimes I think it all goes out the bloody window. I do. I think, yeah. Well, Julie's Craft, I'm not even going to say polite. I just Google block them. You got blocked. Delaney, how the hell did you get blocked in my chat? I don't even know how you got blocked. It must have been an accident. It had to have been an accident. Where's my Jasper? Hold on. How long did I go and look for my dog? But I'm glad, Andrea, you asked that question, because I'm sure other people wanted to ask it, but they maybe felt that they couldn't. So I'm glad that you did ask it. I haven't got a problem. Who anyone speaks to, what chats they want to go into, as long as they're not talking about me, I'm good. I'm good. Is that Lucky's mum? Hello. How are you, dear? Oh, Lucky's mum. I will be back in a more regular schedule. I have missed you all. See, I've missed coming on just having a chat. Be good, can't be an adult. Like, I know Daria comes in here. I haven't got a problem with Daria. I know that maybe a lot of people have issues back and forth, but we can all adult, right? She likes going over to what channels she likes to go to, and that's perfectly okay. And I know some people have felt a certain way, and that's all right as well. And I wish CJ had been here tonight, but if she's not, like, that's my chair again, all right? But I'm going to have to go back and see how Laurie got dogpiled, if the live's still up. But there's chats you're never going to see me in. And you're never going to see certain people in these chats, and that's okay. I believe that Amber is very aware of what was said and done. She certainly hasn't been back in the Legion, as in the Legion. But they can coexist. That's maybe the best way for me to say it. They can coexist. It is, Sam. It's my chair. Yes, Air Force Vet, and I hope you feel that you can come in here. I think we're all of a similar, let me say, we all have a similar ideas in here, where we go and where we don't go, and where we feel comfortable and where we don't feel comfortable. See, now, Zan, I could put up a fundraiser that I need a big gamer's chair. Yeah, instead of the kitchen chair. That's what I've got. Look, his mum, well, I can't coexist with the so-called lead. Well, no, I'm never in a chat with any of them and I don't watch them. So that suits me fine. And I'm sure he feels exactly the same way towards me. So it's cool. I find it easier. You just don't watch people. I don't. But sometimes you do see people. You do see maybe, I'm a great one for the community posts. It's turning a bit like Facebook at the minute. No, and I think that's right, Savannah. I think that's fair. I know where CJ's heart is. I know what CJ's like. For me, it doesn't matter where she goes or who she speaks to or who she doesn't. I think that's all right. Chair wheels, not a chair, Sam. Chair bloody wheels. Get Seamus to screw 4 wheels on the bottom. I thought you could maybe say a leather chair, a big leather gaming chair. But no, that's not going to happen, is it? Yes. That's true, Christine. And she doesn't want to fight. No, she doesn't. Because she does. She has been pretty badly attacked on here. Let's be honest. There's been some pretty bad things said, to her and about her. And that hurts. It does. Sometimes you have to say, do I really want to do this? I want to come on YouTube, maybe go into chat, talk about makeup or talk about hair or talk about... Were you shocked, Christine? No, that's very true. I can't see that happening, Megan, because I'm friends with CJ. No, and that wouldn't go down with me. No, I think she just wants to go in if it's not drama. I hope I'm explaining this right. If there's not anybody been dragged. No, and I get that be good. And you have to have... Oh, right. Okay, Christine. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, look, what can I say? Everybody's different. Sometimes I've given people a chance and they've shown me again who they are, and I'm not going to make that mistake again. That's all I'm going to say about certain creators on here. But I am a great believer. Do it for yourself, right? Not anybody else. Do it for yourself. I have to dislike that person. I have to dislike what they do and what they say. I'm not going to do it on behalf of somebody else. And I think that's an important thing to remember. But I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. But I do respect that other people maybe want to make peace, maybe coexist. Yeah, I get that. I know, Christine. I get it. I get it. Me, I'm not maybe just as easy, But anyway. What's happening with you, Devil Mike? If it makes you feel everyone else is just up protesting as a hobby. Oh my God, protesting. I mean, like Andrea Mum too, when she goes live. Andrea, you're going to have to start going live again. I know sometimes you can get out of it, and I got out of it. But it's good not to be that invested in it either. That it's not. I think when we were starting, I found myself losing my temper about silly things, and that's not good. That's not good. Because what's it all about? Like, we had a nice chat tonight, nothing exciting. I don't care if I've 100 people in the chat or 50 people in the chat. Don't care. It's the people that's interacting with me means more. Were you, Mike? I'm surprised you're not out protesting. Sam, I know who you are, but I can't remember at this minute, but I know who you are. Don't say your other name, but I know who you used to go by. But I do know who you are, love. I was here when some vermin crawled in and changed the game. I have never and will never ever change my mind on that one. I know that. You can bet on it, and those who know me that about me. You're true, that's right. Right. You can bet on it, and those who know me know that about me. Yep, I know that. I don't think you have to do a live where it's constant dragging. I think there's other things that we can be chatted about. We can chat about this, chat about that. Obviously, you're not going to get the crowd, but I'm not here for a crowd. I've always been, I don't want, look, I've no intention of growing this channel. I'm quite happy just sticking to what I am. If I wanted to grow it, I'd be live 3-4 times a week, but that ain't going to happen. I do know, Sam. You know? And Pristine, I love Pristine. She knows that. I think an awful lot of her. And there's lovely Lockie's mum, Be Good. I love you all. Do you hear that? I said that. I love you all. Or should I say I like more than like? Yeah, that's all right. I think that sounds good. And I know people have been hurt. And it's okay to be hurt. And it's actually all right just to say, no, I don't want nothing to do with you. Do you hear that? Be Good. I said I loved you all. I think I'm getting freaking soft. No, I don't love you, Pristine. I have to say I don't. I like you, but I don't love any of you. No, no, no. That's fake as book. It is. My little China angel. What is it? No, it's not a China angel. My sweet angels, baby girls. No, no. I will say, of course, Zan. Do you think this sir? Look, here, look. I think we all know that. But we just go along with the flow. And I hope CJ watches this back, that she knows that she's got support. Nobody feels any sort of way. They know that she's not going to be in streams that's been dragging anybody. And she's made that very clear to me. Helen Chaffer, of course. Helen's lovely. Helen doesn't even go live anymore, though, makes it. With the helmet. The wandering sub. Get the helmet on, girl. Oh, for frick's sake. When you think of the dragging some of us used to get, not used to get, still get. Wow. See, I never listened to them. Somebody say, you're getting dragged tonight. And I'm like, oh, am I? All right, then. I honestly don't listen to it. Why would you sit and listen to somebody giving you a dragging and a whole chat coming at you? They're like freaking animals coming at you every direction. No. I'm lying in my bed sleeping. Or if it's switched on to an interrogation. I know, Pristine. I get that. And you know, people don't realise that it can hurt some people. It can. Of course it can hurt. I mean, I've been hurt on here. I mean, I know people have caught me cold. I understand that too. I do have a shield up there. I can let it bounce off me. But not everybody's like that. There is some things that can get through and it can be hurtful. And then they have to go lower and bring your family into it, or bring your kids or your grandchildren. Like, what? I know Lockie's mum. I know Lockie's mum is my back. I do see your wee comments, Lockie's mum. You do support me. No, I wouldn't. No, absolutely be good. Don't be silenced. If you have something to say it. No, I wouldn't either. If somebody shows me time and time again, I'm like, nope, don't want to know, not interested. Oh, Megan VR, they're a gag, as we would say here, an absolute gag. Clowns. And Mama Bear 72. Oh, hello, sagacious. How are you, dear? It's good to see you. And finally went live, Sagacious. I had a great conversation with Sagacious last week, and we didn't really even chat YouTube. We chatted about the kids, the grandkids, just what was going on in our lives. I will say that me and Sagacious have went head to head, toe to toe, right? But through all that, we have never, ever betrayed each other and told anything private about each other. And I think she'll agree with that one. Yes, Megan, Sagacious is a free bird. She goes wherever she wants. She goes wherever she wants. I respect that. YouTube's open to everybody. We maybe don't go to the same places, but Sagacious doesn't. She's just a free bird. I think she'll agree with that. But I mean, we did have a good chat, and I enjoyed it. And we were friends for a long time. And sometimes when your friendship, well, it does go a wee bit more than YouTube, when you can talk about your grandkids and you talk about your kids, but we never betrayed each other. And I, for one, would never have said anything. And I know she wouldn't have. And it's not often people can say that. I mean, we all know that person that puts out those screenshots for the last year. I mean, no. Meg says she's busy, probably. And she's maybe in chats that you're not in either. We've actually had a really nice chat tonight. No dragging anybody, just a chat, no drama. And Megsy, don't you start any fights either. I see you, girl. Well, this is true. I've never done it, and I would never do it. And I've been told private things by other people that I've fallen out with, and I wouldn't tell that either. Well, you see, Andrea, I don't understand that either. If somebody said, oh, I think I have a screenshot from 2021. Hold on till I go and get it. Like, what? What? Who does that? Who does that? I just don't. My phone is full of my grandchildren. Do you have a few? Of course I have a few screenshots. Of course I have. But no, I don't have a whole wall of screenshots, and I couldn't get one if you asked me for it either. Moaning about, yes, Laurie, we were moaning about insurance, taxes, the national health. But look, we're positive. We think we've a new government. Maybe things are for a changing. Well, the only way I would show a message if they accused me of murder or something, right? Then I would just say, well, yeah, I'm going to show a message, but that would be it. Pristine, do you really care that much? No, I don't. And Pristine's the same. Not Pristine, well, she is the same. Be Good's the same. Record phone calls. I wouldn't even know how. Well, I have to admit, there was a time, right? I didn't, right, okay, I'm going to hold my hand up. Okay. But there was a reason that I done this. There was a very good reason, but I'm not going to go into it now. But there was. It was something to do with a phone call, but there was a reason for that. That's all I'm going to say. And it was to do with Jess K. So there we go. That was a long time ago. So Andrea's mum said, I would like to say I never would, I never want to, and I don't think I ever would. Maybe if I was pushed into a corner, I would have to, but I pride myself on not doing it and never say never. Well, no, I think it says more about you, Andrea. And People know that. People know the people that do it, and people know the people that just don't do it. And it's not good. And Megsy's kept a secret for 5 years. I don't like to know secrets. I don't want to know secrets. If somebody said, well, can I tell you a secret? I say, no, not really. But then they tell me, and I don't really like secrets. And never tell a secret to anyone on here that there's a good chance it's going to be bloody shared. Right, where's Megsy? Oh no, Megsy, no. Megsy can keep a secret as well. I've never told her a secret, but I think she can. But Megsy is known to get into a lot of trouble now. She gets herself into a lot of trouble. Maybe through no fault of her own. I know, Megsy. Look, I have to open my messenger account. I know. I will reply back to you, Megsy. Understanding losing subs by staying true to yourself is something that has to be accepted on here. I'm just saying that because I've lost a lot and that's okay. Yeah. But is it really important? I mean, you're going to lose, you can lose 10, gain 12, lose 2. You know, that's the way it goes. And if you're not really in it for the money, what does it really matter? And I know if this is the third, fourth time I've said it, Andrea, you definitely should go live more. How does the rhyme go? 7 magpies. Yes, don't be tight and hit that wee like. My wee shamrocks. Oh, Mama Bear. I remember my first live. I was like a little mouse. Never said a word. I think maybe the first proper one I did was on Dorothy's and maybe Sagacious. I think so. But Andrew, you've no control over that. There's people that's going to like you and there's people that's not going to like you. They might like you this week, but they won't like you next week. Honestly, does it really matter? In the grand scheme of things, it's not really... I think once you start, you get the bug. Yeah, you do. But it is nerve-wracking. You know, you think before you do it, should I go? Have I got the confidence? And it's okay to feel that way. I mean, I come on here tonight and I didn't have anything to talk about. But I've managed to talk for, nearly 2.5 hours about nothing. Now, there's going to be people who say, she talked about nothing. That's okay. But I've had a good time chatting, and I know you've enjoyed it, being in the chat. Mum Bear, do you remember me and Dorothy's? Jesus, that was a hairy ride. But Dorothy was Dorothy. And again, as I said, I wish her the best. But there has been a lot of big names have left. And like, we used to have Kelly the Advocate. We had Dorothy. Oh God, there's so many. So many. They're all gone. And we used to all fight with each other. And it was great. Because I do think people didn't really go that far. Well, they maybe did, but it was all in a bit of crack. Oh, Larry, have you been blocked by Andrea? Andrew, you must have went on a blocking spree. Oh, Tevi, you're away? Tevi, have a great evening. I'm going to go shortly myself. And I'm going to share Be Good's link for Amazon. But Megan, you should keep doing lives. You know, I like watching you doing your crafting, just having a general chit chat. Not any major. You don't have to be going on talking about just anything in particular or dragging a certain person. I mean, unless you wanted to, you can drag whoever you want. But it's sometimes nice just coming on and having a chat. Delaney, somebody, and Pristine, I know. It had to be an accident. It had to be an accident. Because I wouldn't, no way would Delaney be blocked here. Oh, Mexie, I've had that done, darling. I've had the biggest shit come at me. And you know what? I'm not going to say I didn't go mad and I didn't go live and I didn't rant and rave for days and weeks. I did. We all know I did. It's not. But it's not the way. I don't want to go on like that anymore. It's not good in my health, honestly. No blood pressure now. Says that. Next week I'll be on Dragon Sunday. So I'm not going to say never. Oh, Mary. Mary, you've a good heart, that's why. But we all like a wee bit of drama. I mean, I do. But I don't like when it all starts to go real life and all that there. I don't like that. No, not for me. I'll step away out of it. I think we all know who people are now. And if you don't know, well, good luck to you. And I've watched a lot of normal TV. Delaney, do you like a bit of, I think you're my age. I watched a great three-parter the other night on Madness, the specials, two-tone music, all that. Bloody brilliant. They were the days. Bit of ska. Laurie, did you like a bit of ska music, or were you a mod? Or were you a new romantic, maybe? I can't see Laurie, but no, it was on ITV. Andrea, I loved you see, yes, I don't know. Delaney, I loved it. It was great. It's good to watch something completely different sometimes. Oh my God, Savannah, it was funny. Kelly would have come on singing. Oh, Happy Valley is, I think I watched it when it was on, when it first came out. Is that Sarah Lancashire? Is she the detective? Is that the one I'm thinking right? Because if it is, it's bloody brilliant. Oh, brilliant. Sagacious, it's brilliant. She is a fabulous actress. I love her. I think I'm going to have to go back and watch it. No, that was brilliant. I love a good old drama. What did I watch? I watched Netflix. You were what, Larry? Larry was post-punk alternative, although I did like the New Romantics. Right? I liked a wee, I have to say, I liked the Scars. I liked them. I like Madness, specials, all that there. It's on ITV, Laurie, you should watch it. It's a three-parter, really good. It brings you back to the good old days. Oh, Little House on the Prairie, loved it. Loved it. No, I watched Netflix there, The Man with the 1,000 Children. That's awful. 1,000 children. Oh, Mary's watching The Chosen. I haven't watched it. He actually comes. Oh. Do you, Julie? ITV, three-parter. Loved Little House in the Prairie. Loved it. We were so friggin' innocent in the Waltons. Little House on the Prairie, the little girl used to be blind, isn't that right? There was a wee blind girl, if I remember right. Back when I was growing up, did you see it? Where's Larry? Did you see it? Larry, it was on ITV. 3-parter. Brilliant. Loved it. I think I'm going to watch it again. It brought me back. Good memories. The Jazz Smash dance. I mean, that was proper dance. You know, they had the stay press trousers, the button down Fred Perry shirt or polo shirt. Yeah, hot. But look, it's Mum, I'm okay sitting on my wee high horse. I'll sit here. I'm quite all right. I'll sit in that high horse. I'll also sit in my fence. I don't care. I'm very happy. I love podcasts. Oh, you like comedy podcasts? I'm into true crime. My mother says, I'm surprised that you sleep at night with the amount of true crime that you watch. I am into the interrogations at the minute. Sometimes they get a bit much. You kind of have to back away from them as well. Do you, Julie? You follow them on Facebook. And they all look pretty good for being older. They've definitely kept their looks. You know, sometimes people can go to the dogs when they get to a certain age, but they look pretty good, I have to say. I just love true crime, love it. But sometimes I get waylaid and get back into a bit of music, or some things that I think I'm not going to enjoy, I actually end up really liking. I loved American Sweethearts, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. It was on Netflix. Loved it. Binged it in 2 nights. Never thought I would watch anything like that, but there you go. Loved it. With interrogations, is great, Mama Bear. And I love when you get a good trial. Oh, what's on the edge of your seat? Baggy trousers. Baggy trousers. Oh, Laurie. Laurie, I don't know what age you are. Let me see. The first record was what she used, baggy trousers. I can kind of work that out. The Cowboys are the best. Christine, I loved it. Loved it. For all, I mean, they get what? Now, talking about low paid, the cheerleaders, $20 an hour. That's all they get. $20 bloody. And they're not allowed to fraternise with the players. You're not allowed. So you don't even end up with one of the players. That's it. Oh, look, it's Mum. Mine's all true crime. What I think I'm going to do on my community post, even maybe a couple of times a week, put out things that I'm watching on YouTube, which you should probably think, what? Right. Oh, there's JD coming in hard. So, Juror, how do you feel about your friendship with Amber and what Sagacious has put out about her for months? Have you all worked that out? Right. Amber and Sagacious, right, do not like each other. Okay? I like Amber and I like Sagacious, right? And what is between them is between them. And that's the way I'm going to do it. I don't talk to Amber about Sagacious, and I don't talk to Sagacious about Amber. As I say, me and Sagacious can shoot each other a message. We can have a chat every now and then. That's it. I think if we're going that way, yes, they both said things about each other. They both don't like each other. Yeah. Hello, Amber. Glad to see you. And there we go. This is it. It's a good question, though. I mean, I've answered some uncomfortable ones tonight, Amber. But I think You know, we're all adults and we can move on. I respect that there's people that just don't like each other. They're never going to like each other. That's okay. That's perfectly okay. There's people that Sagacious is likes that I don't like, and they don't like me. And it's the same with Amber. That's okay. I'm kind of coming out of that. And I've tried to be fair and answer fairly. And I think, for me, as I said tonight, I think I've tried explaining it. I think I did go through a wee stage of like saying, well, you know, why you like her, or why do you like, they done this and they done that. And then sometimes you have to catch yourself on and say, well, does it really bloody matter? I'm not friends with them. If they want to be friends with that person, that's fine. I can respect that. And I think they respect who I like, and they don't talk about the people I like. And I've made it very clear, and they've said the same, that I won't be in a chat where people that I like are going to be dragged, and it's the same with them. And I think it'll work out quite nice. I think we can be grown up and do it. I really do. Yes, Megsy, Amber wants to know why she was blocked. There's been a lot of blocking. Delaney was blocked from here, and I have no idea why Delaney was blocked. I think Megsy, maybe Megsy, did you, right, I don't know what was said or what wasn't said, but maybe things, sometimes when you write things out or type things out in a chat, it can come across wrong. What sounds sneaky, JD? I sound sneaky. I value your opinion, JD. No, you tell me what you think. Right, Delaney, where were you? Where did you get blocked? I would never block Megsy. I think Amber's going to put her foot down with her chat. She did say that. That, yeah. Me and Meg were playing off each other, right? Delaney, did you get blocked? See you, Mama Bear 72. Oh, Meg, how did you not get blocked then, Delaney? I have to be fair. Have I blocked Megsy once or twice? I think I have. And then we've worked it out. But JD, are you still up? I'm listening. Do you think I'm being sneaky? By being okay with Amber and Sagacious? Oh, you reminded Delaney. Look, there's always going to be, hey, Halls. Look, there's always going to be fights and chats. There is. There's always going to be fighting and chats. We can say, look, nobody's going to be fighting with each other. Let everybody try to get on, blah, blah. But that's not going to work. That is not going to be. There's always going to be people that don't like each other, and there's going to be jabs. Yes, there is. But I think if the creator says, look, please, everybody chill out, please, it makes it awkward for the creator sitting up in a panel and everybody jabbing and low blows at each other. I mean, here tonight has been brilliant, I have to say. This chat has been bloody brilliant. I've really enjoyed it. But then again, we're all kind of in the same like mind. I get that too. No, JD, I respect JD. JD tells it as it is, and I appreciate that, and she knows that. She'll say, no, don't like that. That's sneaky, or that's that, and I respect that. Well, Andrew, Mum, I do lose my head sometimes. I mean, no, I don't get away with it. Be good. You can't be neutral. No, you can't. I've learned that a long time ago. No, you can't be neutral. I'm not neutral. I'm definitely not. Right, JD, the stuff Sagacious has put out about Amber in the last few months. Yep. And suddenly out of this blue, this friendship. No, I'm going to have to say this, right? Me and Sagacious, when we did fall out, but over the last, I would say, within the last year, there has been contact, an odd message back and forth, nothing major, right? And when she lost her dad and all that there, yes, of course, absolutely. Has Sagacious done anything that bad to me? No, she hasn't. She hasn't. And I'm just going to say it, she didn't betray me in any way. She gave back as good as I gave out, and vice versa. Her and Amber just do not like each other. That's it. They don't. And I have to say, there's been people who have said much, much worse to Amber and about Amber, right? Yeah. And Sagacious knows I don't liking, and that's fine. We're fine. We don't like different people. We like and dislike different people. That's okay as well. I'm trying to be fair. And Sagacious doesn't really belong to any group. I think she's made that very clear. She won't be on a side. She will go wherever she wants. And that's it. No, be good. I'm okay. I'm called a fence sitter. I'm all right with that. But there is people, I'll make it very clear, people that I'm comfortable with and people I'm not. And I'll never be. Did I say the never word again? Right. Good year, said Mexie. In fairness, the panel guest was been dealt an unfair hand. You and I were at it not too long ago in DD's. We were very bold. You see, I missed that. I think JD, she's been pretty nasty to me, but Juror and her were friends a long time. That's between them, truly. Yes. And Amber has friends that I don't like, and we've been nasty to each other. It's a whole circle that goes right in a whole circle. But I think we're trying to get out of that circle. I really, really do. Now, is there going to be times again that they say things about each other? Yes, of course they are. And I'm going to be a fence sitter. That's it. I'm just going to own it. I'll be the fence sitter. Is there times that people that I don't like and they don't like me and they're Amber's friends or Sagacious friends? Yeah, and they're going to have to fence sit. JD, and I respect that about you. I respect that. But you also have to remember, I was friends with Amber when we were both on opposite sides, right? Hey, Colin, welcome. I don't, well, peace and all that there, good year. No, I'm all right the way I am, actually. No, and Lucky's mum, I respect that as well. And yeah, what JD is saying, I can't disagree with. I can't disagree with. But there's a but. Right, where's Lucky's mum's comment? I've missed it. JD is the shit. JD will stand up and say, nope, don't like this. Are me and Sakisha's going to be running off into the sunset? No, we're not. No. We're not. And that's true, JD. That's true. People can feel that a fence sitter brings untrustworthiness. That's true. But I think I've made it very clear in this live tonight who I like and who I don't like and what I'm going to do in the future. That's all I can say. There's people I'll never be okay with. And there's people that I'm sure feel the same way about me. And that's okay. But if that goes for me, that has to go for everybody. You know, there's chats I won't be in. And I'm all right with that. No, it doesn't go away, Lucky's mum. Absolutely not. And I agree with that. It doesn't go away. There's things that can never go away. And there's channels and creators that, no. And that's okay. But I don't think there's any problem with being able to be having peace with somebody, that you can say hello in a chat to somebody. No, that you've maybe had a falling out with. I don't think there's any. Right, no red flags, Juror. Right. When Jamie is your boyfriend and Sarah is your best friend, okay, nothing up there. Well, you see, that, I don't know. You need to put that towards Amber, not me. And I understand that. I get that. But I can't speak for Amber. I can't speak for her, Megsie. I can't speak for anybody. I can only speak for myself. And that's not me trying to get out of anything. I think I've tried to be honest tonight. I can only tell you where I am going, where I'm going to go into. That's it. Well, you show me who your friends are and I'll tell you what sort of person you are. Well, no, I don't agree with that, Megsie. You see, I don't agree with that. Lucky's mum, ignore. That's all you can do. Leave or block. Google block is my best friend, right? There's chance you will never see me in. I won't be there. Yes. And no, Amber's not his girlfriend, for fuck's sake. Now that I do know. Do I know she's friends with Sarah? Yes. Is that any of my business? No. JD, look, it's this sudden comments from Sagacious in this chat out of nowhere. I understand that, yep. I do. The hate towards Amber from Sagacious was awful, but you are still Amber's friend. Yes. But that's between them two. It's like Amber has made peace with people that have said worse things to her and about her. That's not my business either. I'm not okay with. I don't speak to those people, but I get what you're saying. They've said pretty. They've wanted each other. They don't like each other. I get it. I get it. I understand. maybe some people might think, well, why would you be friendly with someone like that? Because you can be. It's YouTube. It's also YouTube that I choose who I don't want to be friendly with, who I don't want to speak to. Well, Amber, it's not going to be, I'm not. I've had a great life. I think people know where I stand. I've tried to explain it the best way I can. You know, who you allow in your chat is your business, right? It's not my business. The only thing is, I know, obviously, it would be, it'll only be an issue if there's going to be passive aggressive comments, and it's the same in here. I hope everybody's big enough and bold and, you know, not to go at people. But I understand and I respect JD. I get it. And I also agree with Lucky's mum. But then again, Lucky, I'm not friendly with them other people. I don't, yeah. Who's auditioning for a tree? What? No, you blocked me because I said I was auditioning for a tree. Right, Mexie, now come on. Don't be calling anybody names. Nobody's going to come on here and get names called. No name calling, okay? No, JD, I respect what JD's saying. I do. But I think for me and Sagacious, it's time to move on out of it, right? That's it. And I'm going to say this again. I think you all know where I sit, and that's all I'm going to say. Right, where's Mary? Amber, I just think that there's a lot of people who really took up for you when you were being dragged by Jamie and then by Sagacious. That's how, yeah, and I feel that loyalty may have been misplaced, that's all. Mary, I understand that too. I get that. Smiley! And I can say that Mary also, for her own self, Mary is fine with Sagacious, that they can coexist. I think we can all coexist with people. And that's true. Sagacious, we don't. It's never mentioned. And I don't talk to you about Sagacious either, to Amber. Because I think I also respect that Sagacious likes people that I don't like and Amber likes people I don't like. I get that. Well, I mean, Pristine, she's hard to coexist with, but yeah. Look, there's always going to be disagreements with people. I get that. And there's going to be some people that's not wanting to go into a chat where there's certain people. That's okay too. That is actually okay. I know you do, Mary. I know you do. I know you do. I never had any bags. What bloody bags? Jesus, bags. But I'm glad that we've had this conversation tonight. I have. I am glad. It's Savannah's birthday, Smiley. Yep. What bags? What bags? What have I missed? Who's got bloody bags? No, I mean, I think there's nobody going to be in this chat, right? I can guarantee this, that has said and done Yeah, there's just not going to be. Oh, your bags are packed. Oh, for frick's sake. I think your bags is always packed, Amber. Yes, Mary, but you're a bigger and a better person, all right, than me, all right? I'm a Christian as well, but you're bigger and better than me. Me, I'm not just so easy forgiven. Pardon me. No, I'm glad, Andrea. You had the balls to ask it. You had the balls to ask earlier on. How do you feel about this? Because you probably asked what everybody wanted to know, but nobody really wanted to bring it up. But I think over the last couple of months, things have been the atmosphere's been pretty bad on here. And I think we had to move on from that. And I think that's why nobody ever wanted really just to, it kind of took the mojo out of everything. Well, yeah, Air Force, yeah. There's not much giggles over there, but we'll not say any more about that. Because I do believe that she had something traumatic happen. So I'll say this and I mean this. I hope her and her doggies are okay. And I mean that. Because that is scary. And JD has the biggest balls on here, and I love her. And she can say whatever she wants to me, because she will anyway. She'll just say it. And I respect her for saying that. Yeah, I look, too much has happened to expect others to, yeah, be good. Yes. Yes. And that is something that people have to understand, right? And I think subs are put in a position, right, by creators that they are like, oh, just Savannah, where's Savannah? Right, okay, Savannah, let's see. Put user in timeout. That'll do it. Savannah, you have 1 minute, 60 seconds to sit under the red light. Okay, to think about your actions. Think what you've said and done to Christine tonight. Okay? And then you can come out from under the red light after a minute. Yes, be good. Yes. I think this is a sad thing. I've seen creators been okay with people that have been dragging each other for maybe 6 months to a year, and suddenly they're all okay with each other again. But yet, where does that leave the subs? It's hard. It is hard. It is hard. Yep, Pristine, she's 60 seconds to think of her behaviour under the red light. And Sagacious, you don't mind hard questions. I mean, probably if I was in Sagacious's chat, I am expecting probably to get hard questions as well, and I'm okay with that. Absolutely. Do I think she's done anything that outrageous that can't? No, I don't actually. Let's be honest. Amber's been dragged around these streets, not only by her hair, but by her toes as well. Yep, and she's still standing. And maybe for her to go on and move forward out of this shit pit, yeah, she can coexist with people. Yep, and that's all right too. I think she'll agree with that. Hey, Blissful. God, I've been running my gob for 3 hours. See, an Irish goodbye. I said 40 minutes ago, better sign off, but here I am, still here, still running my mouth. That's Irish goodbye. And there's a lovely Blissful. Blissful's got a good heart. Amber, I'm telling you, that red hair of yours has been dragged around. Yep. And I had to go and look at my block list tonight. And oh my Lord, there's a lot of alts under your name, Amber. Just saying. Just saying. I'm not going to call them out, but oh my God, they're funny. Some of them are funny. Smiley, it's been a very normal live. If you're wanting to listen to me just chatting about this, that, and the chat, we're just talking back and forth. There's been no high drama or no high anything. It's just been a nice chat tonight. And I think I've missed that. I have missed that. And I know Amber wants to go back and do things on her channel. And maybe nothing that serious that we're going to be doing. Maybe a few fun things. Of course, we're going to talk a wee bit of drama, but nothing, look, nothing heavy. Jay is worse. Who's Jay? Jay is worse. Yes, they are, Smiley. Yeah, Mary, and that's okay. And Mary, it's actually all right for you to say that and to say, look, well, I don't want to be involved in that. I can sit back and not join in with that. Oh, thank you, Kat. And Kat, I hope you're doing all right too. I know you went through it a wee bit there. Well, no, you actually went through it quite a bit. Not a wee bit, quite a bit, Kat. Kat comes from CJ's community. Oh, you love him, Pristine? No? Well, you know, Jill, yeah, I actually think about that sometimes and it blows my bloody mind, right? But you know what? I think sometimes, yeah, the less said about that, the better. Yeah. He used to go to Granny's and annoyed the fun. Oh, I think I know who you mean. Oh no, he's a nice guy. He's English, I think. Pristine, you don't get annoyed with people, do you? I didn't even know Pristine had a fiancé. Well, Jill, same doll, same. Yeah. I'm quite all right the way we are. Look, his mum. I haven't seen that guy about in a long time. He's probably over in some other community that we know nothing about. Well, you don't have a fiancé. JD, are you all right, love? Hope JD's not annoyed with me. Because JD knows I think an awful lot of her. Oh, Mary, thank you, love. Right, what's Be Good coming in hard? What's Be Good saying? Lessons are to be learned. Don't get to, yep, and defending others. It isn't just worth it. I agree. And I'm going to say this to you all, right? I've never been a white knighter for anyone. I'm not. Now, I like who I like, right? And that's it. But I've never rode hard for anyone. I haven't. No, I know you're not Be Good. JD, I'll send you a wee message tomorrow. But there's nothing, look, honest to God. This place would confuse you. It would. I get it. But to be quite honest, sometimes you just don't want to keep on fighting. And that's all right too. And I know people have been hurt. They absolutely have been hurt. Because there has been a lot of changes lately. But I think something had to give. And I know some people do give it their all, but maybe sit back and think, that has to work two ways. Mary, you're maybe not just as, what's the word? You're not as reactive. I'm quite reactive. But JD, I respect your honest opinion. I know I'll always get that from you. Sometimes we might not always agree about certain things, but I respect what you're saying because it's normally spot on, to be honest. Sagacious, I think that would be a great idea. I think we could arrange a live. I mean, you maybe would be maybe over in Amber's some night. We could work out a time that suits both of you. What do you think, Amber? Yeah, Amber says I can do that. We can do it over in Amber's and have a chat. I think that would be good. You could, if you, do you just want to come up now? I can drop the link. Absolutely. Let me see. What about Amber? Is Amber okay to come up? Well, yeah, that would be good, Sagacious, if we could do it, because I've been on here 3 hours, right? But yep, we definitely, if Amber, when can you go live? Fire up the lappy. So do I, Pristine. So do I. JD knows that. I'm going to be busy tomorrow, but any time later this week, right? Okay. Well, do you want to organise it for Wednesday? Whose channel do you want to do it on? You don't get a lot of time off. I know you're busy. Work. Well, Amber, do you want to fire up a live now on your own channel? Or Sagacious, do you want to do it on your channel? Oh, Megsie. Megsie's coming in. Yep, do it whenever she's blown. Right. Sagacious or Amber, whose channel do you want to go on over to? Oh, good dear, don't say that. No, share could not facilitate. No, thank you. No. Pass. Hard pass. Oh my God, Mary, don't say that. There we go. It's up to you all. We can go on Sagacious. We can go all over. And Savannah can be... Savannah, you're back. No, well, I'm going to join. But it means then I don't have to worry about being in control. I can let you do the talking and chip in every now and again. So whoever's live, whoever's channel you want to do it on. So I guess it's you working on Wednesday. Sagacious can set up live. Right, okay. Amber doesn't want to be in control. I can't say I blame you. I think Sagacious's chat is actually very, yeah. Sagacious can set up a chat. Okay, I will, hold on, go to channel. Let us get the link. Here we go. Copy link. Right, I'm going to share Sagacious's channel here. Okay, no problem, Sagacious. Yep, get some coffee. Right, well, I'm going to say goodnight. What's Megazy saying? Megazy's still coming in. Megazy, you're not blocked at Sagacious. Oh, yes, you did. Megsy. Right, we're heading over. Come on over. I'm going to sign off here. I'll say goodnight and I'll see you over in Sagacious, okay? And JD, I will message you tomorrow, okay? Good night, my lovely pristine. Yeah, look, I respect everybody's views. I do. I do. I get it. Right? Right, okay. Good night, everybody. What do I have to do here? Look, it's Mum. See you, Laurie. End stream or leave studio. No, I've got to end stream first. For fuck's sake.